I took the train yesterday.
Yeah.
I was gonna go from Jersey City to the Pear, right? No big deal. These kids, 3 kids, light fireworks, throw them on the train track. The train going from Jersey to New York. Train stop.
They threw it on the track?
Yeah. So it's smoking like crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have respected it more if they threw it in the car. I would have, that's a type. All right, good to see you.
Peace out.
All right.
They lit these fireworks, they threw it, and then now it's smoking everywhere, trains all held up. And I'm like, hey, no, why now?
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Because he was
now?
on the train, man. They had to.
Right? Then the conductor stops the train. He sticks his head out. What happened? And it was like, oh, these kids do these.
How long they kept y'all there?
I left after like 15 minutes.
You didn't even make it to the Pear.
I walked all the way to my car because I had good parking. I went all the way to my car. Then I drove all the way in.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Illegally parked. Did the Pear spot. It went great. And then came all the way back to Jersey. And I'm just like, man, if there's one time I need, and it's black kids too, our own people.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I'm like, I thought we on the same team.
He's snitching again.
I ain't snitching. I'm being real.
Came right to the podcast, started snitching again.
If I knew where they were, I'd have pointed, they right over there. I'd have told.
Yo, it'd be like that sometimes.
I'd have been like, they right there. Get them.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm seeing so many untalented heroin addicts just around Harlem that y'all lucky I don't know who's selling that shit because you would be done for.
Bro, calling them untalented.
I'm tired of these motherfuckers. It's pathetic, bro. Like, yo, go sell drugs elsewhere. Go find better drugs to sell. Nigga, sell oranges, bro.
Better drugs to sell.
Sell oranges. People need citrus. You'll get scurvy if you don't have citrus. Go sell oranges, dog. Selling all this dumb shit still. Like, how do you even become a new heroin dealer in 2023?
How do you break into the game?
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying I want you to die, but go die.
But go do that.
Go die. I say expeditiously. Go die.
It sounds personal. They got you? Yeah. They got you?
Uh-huh.
They
ain't get me.
I thought they accosted you. You said it.
My veins are clear, thank God. I don't mess around with that stuff. Everything I smoke is green.
That's crazy. Oh, man.
But I'm excited to talk with you, man.
This is gonna be a good one right here.
Whose hat is this? That's yours? Let me see. It's actually fire.
Hedwig.
Oh, it's Hedwig.
It is Hedwig.
I used to have a shit. I might bring it back. I used to have a thing called the Potterhood Podcast, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you used to run that one. I remember.
Yeah, my co-host had a baby, man. That's the only reason it's not out now, and I hate this nigga because
because he's a father.
I went to the studio in London.
It's great, right? Yeah, man.
There's a studio in London for Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the chapter just so I have the source material.
Go ahead, pull up the chapter. Do a quick read, man.
And I read it. I'm ready to go.
Yo!
There he is.
What's up, champ?
Oh, just everything's recorded.
Oh, okay.
So a bunch of BTS.
Gotcha.
Oh, hey, we love that. We love that.
Like a freshly bought incense. What's up, D?
What the fuck?
Chilling?
Yo. Okay, here we go.
Freshly bought incense.
All right. We got the source material. Whenever you guys are ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let me do the quick, do the thing. Here you go.
That's it.
That dog on camera.
You can hear it. Look at that lens. That gotta cost like $5,000. That's insane.
Yeah, nah, that's on.
15? Oh my God. Keep it away from me. That's insane.
Shout out to
That's
team.
wild.
That's Alex.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's a dope ass lens, bro. Yo, I may actually have you video. I may need a videographer for something coming up. Actually, I may actually, because remember how you were like, yo, if there's ever anything like any shows you want to like video, I may actually have a couple coming up. Yeah, stand up. Actually, and we were talking. Me and him were talking.
We gotta have you shadow us on the road one day.
Yeah, like when we go on the road. Remember the vlogs we used, like vlog style content. You should do that like with us. That'd be a good idea. That's a very good idea. I got to run all this by you. I didn't tell you any of this yet, but this is a conversation.
Yo, I got you booked for 30 days, man. You know what I mean? You ain't know that.
You don't know it yet, but I'll iron out the details later.
We'll talk about all that. Yeah. Let me get that down.
Oh man. What's up?
Oh, you gonna show us the frame?
So this is yours?
Hey, I'm gonna hit the gym. Actually, no. Come on, boy. I'm all right.
You looking stronger than you did after that arm wrestle. You look strong. You look stronger from that.
Yeah,
you've been
man,
working. You've been working.
You lost that though. That's kind of crazy.
You know I arm wrestled him 6 months ago and lost?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Something's wrong with the table.
Don't look so surprised.
He said,
man.
"Take the surprise out your voice."
Oh, what's going on?
He said, "Take the surprise out your voice." That's crazy.
Yo, I don't know who y'all think I am, but we gotta stop playing with me. We gonna stop playing with me.
He said, "You lost."
Yo, D, did you see that shit? Nick, yo, you would have thought he found out something bad happened. He said, "You lost."
He said, "You lost."
Yo, man. I just want it to be known, okay? I'm stronger than I look.
I can't. He is. No, he is. He is.
I mind my business. I'm
Faster
low
too.
key, but you know.
I can't.
And for the record, this man posts what you post the stories every day.
Oh, I post the gym story.
Weightlifting in the gym, wasting time.
Every single time I post, he comments,
Yo, wasting time, bro.
Every single time.
Wasting time.
Yeah.
Built all that muscle. Yo, y'all should have seen him. They was sitting there.
I don't know why.
Yo,
It could have been like the post-show adrenaline. I don't know why he had that much strength. I don't know what it was.
I do plenty shows, and you did the same show.
I did do the same show. I don't know why.
That was if y'all ever see somebody arm wrestle and look at their own hand as it's going down, like, yo, Alex looked at his hand like, ain't no way this is happening to me. This is physically impossible.
I got done dirty. Yeah, for a guy who wakes up at 5 o'clock every day to do it, I was mad. I'm not going to front. I was upset.
Hey, God bless. It was just my day that day. You know? So you tell me, man, we got the squad here. You ready?
Let's do it up, man.
Let's do it then. So mic check 1, mic check 2. And with that being said, ladies, gentlemen, whoever it is listening to this podcast, I'm Neko White.
I'm Alex Quo.
And this is the One Piece of Mind podcast, bro. How are you?
How you feeling, dog? I'm doing good.
Playing. We back on tape, man.
That's right.
Back on tape.
We out here.
We got nothing but black people working with us too. Shout out to Amir. Shout out to D's. Black on black.
That's right.
Podcasting, baby.
Black on black.
I ain't want no white people in here.
We just started. How you already?
I'm telling you now. I'm gonna keep it this black. If D can't be behind the camera, damn it, find somebody darker. You're gonna be hard pressed. But fine.
You're gonna be mad when he call out sick.
Nah,
you're gonna
for
be
real.
mad.
But nah, for real, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for having us again.
Love
and
every single one of y'all. Yes.
Family, what's going on? What's new with you? Before we get into it?
Oh, well, what's new with me? I just booked and busy, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Good.
Year's closing out strong. By the time this comes out, it's gonna be 2024. But look, I like to do the yearly reflection. Looking back at this year, I've nothing but growth.
Yeah.
Nothing but growth. As long as the line graph is going up,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
There you
And
go.
I saw that with me this year, and I'm very happy about that.
Dope,
But-
man. Congratulations.
What about
bro.
you, man?
Everything. This year has been a lot on the work side. I saw growth. I saw a lot of growth on the personal side. I saw growth. I saw slips. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I take care of family and all that. So it's like
That's real.
there's things that go on that side that's kind of, you know, scary. It's things that you got to get used to. There was something that happened in April that really kind of jarred my whole perspective of everything, right?
Mhm.
But having said that, I'm in a place now where it's like, yo, I'm me. You know what I'm saying?
At the end
And being 30 now, like I'm fully okay with everything. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with all the good shit. I'm even okay with the not so good shit.
Interesting.
Everything is accepted and everything is fine. So we hit 2024 and I'm telling you now, you ain't seen nothing yet. So if you're a fan of my anything, if you're a fan of my stand-up, if you're a fan of the way I do my thing, if you're a fan of this podcast, you ain't seen nothing yet. So I can't wait for what you see next.
Much respect.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about.
And we here now, and we talking about One Piece, chapter 1103.
1103. Oh my God.
You got the chapter pulled up, man. Before we get into it, what's the title of the joint, bro? Is it called I'm Sorry, Dad? Is that the title?
Oh, don't tell me that's the name of it. That might be I'm Sorry, Father.
I'm Sorry,
I didn't
Father.
even read that. I didn't even know that.
Yo, all right. So who should have the floor first, bro? You and me.
Let me just tell you. All right, I'll gladly jump in. Right,
Go for it.
We see the reaction. We were all waiting to see what Bonnie's reaction was from seeing all of Kuma's memories, right?
Yeah.
And obviously she's upset about it. Also, we confirmed that she's actually like, she's still only 10 years old. She's still a little kid.
Yeah.
So that's number one, because she went back to her kid form. But seeing all that, you saw the change, right? From how she felt about Vegapunk to now how she feels about the Straw Hats, and now obviously Saturn. Jumping back to the present with Saturn though, right? To not feel what you felt while reading that, I felt everything. You felt, because now it's like a brick house just fell on you.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh my gosh, right? And I saw this in a review. I forgot who said it. It may have been O'Hara who said it, but he said, you saw like a reverse here. We had Robin all the way back in Water 7, who had her I want to live moment. Now we have Bonnie, complete opposite, I want to die.
Yeah.
That was crazy. A kid saying that.
Yeah.
I said, oh my gosh. But apart from that, so obviously that just holy crap.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Maybe you could.
You know how serious you got it, how serious something got to be, and make a grown man tap his chest and go, holy cow.
I felt that.
Yeah,
I felt
man.
it.
That whole chapter hurt, as you were saying. Oh, my bad.
But no, you good. But then I didn't understand the explanation to Bonnie being able to do Gear 5 stuff. I didn't understand that explanation. I didn't get it. I read it like 4 times. I was going to tell you that, but I didn't quite tell. She sees the future, and the future that she sees dictates what she's capable of doing.
You ain't get that?
Did I say it right? Or
yeah, basically. You said
I don't.
Right.
I don't get it.
Y'all don't get that?
I don't.
Okay, I got you. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
It's
still yours.
It didn't make sense. So maybe you could explain that, but okay. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get it. But then afterwards, and then the last thing I just want to say on it: who fed Luffy the food?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Who fed Luffy the food? You already know where I'm at on.
Well, yeah, I need you to jump into that. But from just what we saw in the panel, I thought it was Robin. I don't know where Robin is. I thought that was her devil fruit with all the hands.
Okay.
That screams Robin.
Right.
So that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, this is an obvious one, right? But you and the fandom are saying it's Kizaru. And I'm like,
it's Kizaru.
And I switched immediately. I said, oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's a better plot point.
Yeah.
Kizaru had too many panels of him just staring off into the distance. And I was just like, okay, maybe there's something there. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so now, first of all, this chapter was a gut punch, a chest punch, a smack in the face. Felt like I got spit on, like the whole shit. It was almost disrespectful up until the end, right? Because I think Saint J. Garcia Saturn has proven himself to be, at least up until what we've seen thus far, to be the most evil, vindictive, vicious character.
Awful dude.
In One Piece so far. Just because when you consider the fact that he knew, when he revealed that he took Bonnie's mother, right? And Kuma and Jenny were, seeing each other, not like that, but they, she wanted to marry Kuma.
Yeah.
And it's almost like finding out that, I don't know if you guys ever read Marvel comics or whatever, but Wolverine, right? Who's my favorite character on the hero side out of Marvel. There's a guy named, I think, Romulus or something like that, who put everything in Wolverine's life, like he set the whole thing up, all the tragedies and all that.
Really? I didn't even
set
know.
it up. Okay. And that's what St. J. Garcia Saturn is kind of reminding me of in this thing with Kuma, where it's like Kuma was a slave, Kuma was a buccaneer, and it's like, I don't know how many people even really cared that Kuma was a buccaneer until they found his blood. When they let it slip to the world government that he was a buccaneer, it seems like St. J. Garcia took particular interest in them, right? So then after taking interest, he makes Kuma a slave. He sees Kuma over and over again. You know how certain people, even like in the thing that we do in stand-up, how there's certain faces, certain figures, positive or negative, that you see over and over and over again at different times of your career, different times throughout your life. St. J. Garcia Saturn was that. Then it seemed like he wanted to break Kuma so much, that whole belief in Nika, when Kuma told him like, yo, I want to grow up and free people like Nika. And when he asked him a couple chapters ago, like, oh, are you somebody important? Because if I had power, I would never treat people like this. I'd save people like Nika. And to know that when Kuma was on that operating table and found out the deal that when Kuma first met Vegapunk, and Vegapunk was like, oh, we could do this, we could do that. Saint Saturn already knew that the person Kuma was talking about, Bonnie, had to come from Jenny, the 8th wife. Now, we still don't know who wife Jenny was. And if St. J. Garcia Saturn was the person that she married or was the wife of, that means he was raping and drugging her. On
I don't
some-
think it was him though.
But whoever it was, niggas was raping and drugging Jenny.
But they were doing that though, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the point that they gave a disease to her child.
Yeah.
That's some next level evil. Then, so when he explained Bonnie's devil fruit, when he said, and mind you, it's not even a devil fruit, it's an extraction.
That was crazy too. But yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
And now, this is the thing, right? Because remember how the whole thing works. And I think St. J. Garcia Saturn might have told us a lot more about devil fruits in general.
Mhm.
Because remember how they lied about the name of the Gumu Gumu no Mi?
Yeah.
And the Gumu Gumu no Mi is really the Marunika fruit.
Human, yeah.
For all we know, that could be the same thing they doing with Bonnie's fruit of like, yeah, it's the age fruit according to Oda, but it's like you got the extract out of it, right? Probably trying to see if you could create another one or get like one person has the extract, maybe I can give it to another person.
Yeah.
Turns out that's not how the fruit works. But when he says, okay, the reason that you getting weaker right now is because you can't imagine the future anymore. You're limited to your imagination, right? And when you start to think that the thing that you were dreaming for, like the whole Nika thing, before you knew about Nika, when you had hope, now you finding out it's hopeless. This whole chapter, he was telling her how basically there's no hope. Your dad's dead. There's nothing you can do. I'ma crush you. She can't imagine it being that dope anymore. She can't imagine being Nika full powered beating this thing.
That's why she felt weak then. Okay.
And that's why she felt weak. And she had that Kuma moment. Remember when Kuma said to his pops after he found out his mom died that I might as well just rather be dead?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of going
Damn.
through all this? I may as well rather be dead. That was what that callback was. So it's like when you a kid and before you find out things ain't possible, you think you could do everything.
Yeah.
Right. And then it takes the world to tell you that, oh, you can't do shit. Like you might walk around like, look, I had this face for a long time thinking wasn't shit wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Then you go out in the world, motherfucker go, you ugly. You go, oh, damn.
Like, I had no idea.
That's news to me.
Story of my life. I feel you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it
so
happened.
that being said, it's basically that. That's how Bonnie's devil fruit works. And Saturn even said, oh, she ain't put it together that Luffy is the sun god Nika. Well, okay. Look, bitch, the Nika's dead. You ain't never gonna meet him. If you keep drilling it into a kid's head, you limit
believe it.
their options. You limit their options. So it's funny how Oda kind of dropped in that that real way of being. Like the worst thing that happened to dreams is reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's just trying to beat in this sad reality into her head. And then the moments where Kizaru popped up in this chapter, right? Now, personally, I never thought Kizaru was really knocked out. Shout out to you people that did. I never did.
And he proved it this chapter. He's not going. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's
man.
fine.
But when he found out that Sentomaru and Bonnie were both in danger, you got to remember that Kizaru has a certain proclivity towards Bonnie and Sentomaru.
That's a big word. What's the what?
Proclivity.
I've never heard that. How about college educated? I never heard of that word in my life.
I don't know. I stopped school after senior year in high school, so
I've never. You heard
proclivity is like
That's a word?
like taking a liking to or an affinity or something like that. I hope I'm right. If I'm
Oh,
wrong,
that's a real
correct me.
word. Hold on.
Yeah, proclivity is a real word.
A
Yo, who
formal
y'all
word,
think I am?
a natural tendency to like something, especially something bad. Hey, yo.
Yo, homie said.
I'm in a lot of student debt, and I don't know what that word means.
Hey, man.
That's crazy.
God bless. Bronze High School for Writing Communication Arts. You ain't teach me shit, but I know a couple words that can tell some jokes, baby.
Y'all knew what that word meant? I didn't think so. Proclivity? Oh, shut up, man. You ain't. Nah, Amir ain't know that word.
Amir drink almond milk, bro. Amir know what's going on out here. Gonna live to 99. So, Kizaru has like a particular liking towards Bonnie, you know, towards Kuma, towards Sentomaru. They're like family.
They were a
to
friend
him.
group, yeah.
Yeah. So, and Sentomaru's like family to him. So he's in a really awkward position. But the fact that we see him, then the next time we saw him, we don't know if he's just sitting up or if he's in a completely different place.
Yeah.
But as far as I can tell, he's the only person that's fast enough to do what he did without anybody seeing.
I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think what people need to realize is that sometimes my mom used to say this all the time, the best thing you can do is be still, right? Be still is in like, let's say it's 4 of us in here. Let's say if a fight broke out, right? Now, somebody might think that the best thing to do would be to jump into the fight. But sometimes the best thing to do is just make sure nobody else jump in. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
And to make sure that the person whose side you on is like, they need some help. motherfucker that took a hit. Let me maybe, when ain't nobody looking, slide the brass knuckles over there. I ain't gonna jump in because if I jump in, I might mess everything up. But grabbing brass knuckles and quick do something with it. But I think
not to cut you off, but you know what I actually read? Someone said it could also be caribou.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be caribou.
I don't want it to be caribou either, but it makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's just less fun if it's caribou. And I hope caribou's somewhere else doing something else.
Is he still on the ship from Wano?
I know. I don't know where he is. They kicked him off the ship, so he could be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he could have helped Luffy, but I don't want that. Kizaru's right there, and I don't want Caribou to have another moment where it's like, oh, he's doing something for the crew, because then that could lead to him possibly joining. I don't want none of that shit.
I know. I
don't want none of that. I want Caribou to be helping Blackbeard or something like that. So let Caribou be off doing Caribou shit. I need character development for the admirals, Kizaru especially. He's one of my favorite characters. So
this is a big moment for him too.
It's a big moment. I want to see it be Kizaru to help Luffy. But man, when we got to the end of that chapter,
ooh, that fist.
After beating Bonnie up emotionally, and then when you think about it, like this man is doing, St. J. Garcia Saturn is doing this to a 10-year-old.
Insane.
To a 10-year-old. Just beating her down verbally, beating her down physically. Got the Marines who's supposed to be for justice telling them to shoot a 10-year-old's head off. And basically said, shout out to Dr. Vegapunk too. Dr. Vegapunk's forever a real one, because Dr. Vegapunk was like, you evil bastard. You knew what was going on with Kuma. You set this up and you made him give up his individuality and his freedom anyway.
Just to come back at the end and
say you knew it the whole time. But Saturn says something that a lot of governments say, bro. Hey man, when I step on insects, do I have to give a damn how they feel?
Crazy. That was nuts. Can we also shout out the one panel Dragon had? Dragon touched on something crazy. Because remember, last time we talked about this, we said, why did Kuma go to Mary Joie, right? Mm-hmm. And I got to read what Dragon said, because honestly, I'd never heard of this. I didn't know what it was. Mm-hmm. It was he was looking for Dragon. Where's...
He said, dragon. I ain't gonna lie, I was about to go into the Rock the Dragon theme song from Dragon Ball.
Yo, that's, first of all,
Dragon.
That's a classic.
What y'all know about that?
This...
there you go.
The Rock the Dragon theme. Come on,
I don't agree with the whole almond milk energy, but I'm with you on that.
A lot of drinking. If Kuma started going after the instinct fragment, quote unquote, where do you think he would go? If it was me, I'd certainly go to Mary Joie. So Kuma was wrong after all. That is the only line and appearance Dragon made in this chapter.
Yeah.
The instinct fragment. Oda will do that, where he'll sprinkle something amidst all the chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, here goes this. And then he'll just leave.
Well, that thing he gave Bonnie, because again, we don't know how Kuma's emotions and all that really ended up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a couple things happening. You gotta remember, that Iron Giant is still moving around.
Yeah, what happened to him?
We still don't know what that's going to be.
What happened to him?
We saw that Kuma can let things like his memory out. Right now, his memories are with Bonnie now, so we don't know what that's going to be. And also, remember, they still got little Kuma, the Seraphim, right? Mm-hmm. So I wonder what gets to happen next. And that's the thing about this whole thing. I don't know what happens next, but nigga, when Kuma showed up, and Bonnie got to see Kuma, like I was saying that the last time we were here, like it would be Akira Toriyama drawing Mr. Popo disrespectful if we don't get to see Kuma and Bonnie at least meet up. The catharsis, the feeling of like I teared up and like physically like, yeah, when I saw Kuma show up,
that hockey punch,
save Bonnie from the whatever that spike that she was about to take from Saturn, his leg or whatever, and then he turned around, hockeyed his fist, and he about to punch this piece of shit, and the look of fear on Saturn's face. I don't know what's going to happen next, but please, for the love of God, let him punch this piece of shit.
Oh no, he's gonna land it.
Please,
he's gonna have a Luffy Charlos, a Luffy Kaido moment. That's what's next.
I don't even need him to win.
He's not going.
I don't even need him to win. I don't need him to live. I need this punch.
But you know who else needs this punch? Luffy needs this punch.
Yeah,
Luffy needs beef with a group of people before he goes after them. When you really look at his character, he did it with Dofi. He did it with Crocodile. He had reasons to hate everybody. And I don't want to say he doesn't have a reason to hate the Gorosei. They're kind of running the whole thing. But it's like, at least, once Luffy starts, this is what I always believe. Once Luffy starts saying a character's name over and over and over again, that's all it's set up.
Yeah.
Like when it came to Dofi, he kept calling him Mingo over and over again.
Yeah.
Kept saying, I'm going after Kaido, going after Kaido. Once that starts, I feel like this for Luffy is going to be just that.
Yeah.
He's going to get this food. He's going to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And then he's not going to be able to do anything about it. But Kuma's still going to save him and everything. He's going to land that hockey punch.
Yeah.
But then Luffy's going to have justified beef.
I think a lot's going to happen because you got to remember, everybody that's there right now on the Straw Hat side has a particular moment with Kuma already. Remember, Sanji was the person that got spared from taking Luffy's pain, right? The first time. Then you got Frankie who told the crew, yo, we got to thank Bartholomew Kuma for saving our ship. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be able to sell out the way we're selling out. He saved our lives. We owe him a big debt, right?
Oh, yeah.
Then
Did say that.
Luffy knows that. Right? Luffy knows that. Luffy likes Bonney. Luffy got to hear everything that's been happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then when Luffy does go Gear 5 again, there was something Bonney said about how she was going to get Nika to free Kuma. I wonder if that's what's going to happen. I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea. But I wonder what can happen next. Oda, you have me in the palm of your hand. I don't know what's about to happen. You could go any route with this. But the two things I need Saturn to either get his ass whipped or die. And I need character development from Kizaru. I don't know what that's going to look like.
You're going to get the second one. You're not going to get that first one.
But Oda's killing it right now. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm kind of scared. You know what I mean? Because the Straw Hat still can't move. You know what I mean? Outside of Luffy, Luffy's eating. Kizaru, I think, is moving around. I wonder what's going to happen with people like Sentomaru. And I wonder what the Marines are going to do after they finally realize who they're serving.
Oh, they ain't going to say nothing. They going to sweep it under the rug. That's what they do. Bro, they do this all the time. You don't remember when they did it with Crocodile?
I think it's getting harder and harder for them to do it because I think they're all going to start to realize, yo, who are we fighting for? Because when you really think about it, the good pirates and the fine pirates, the peacemain pirates, like Luffy and all that, the military don't really got no beef with them. Like, Luffy's been showing since he met Kobe in chapter 1. Like, remember, those Marines saluted him and Zoro as they were leaving. The guy knew what was going on with Kobe and Luffy. He knew that.
Well, I mean, they do, though, because Luffy's challenging their authority. That's the only thing.
No, Luffy's challenging the authority of the world government. Luffy went to save his friend.
I see what you're saying.
Dragon already told us, I don't got a problem with the Marines. I love my dad. It's the people in charge of them that I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with police. I ain't got no problem with cops. But your whole institution, the people that made, designed, that gave you your badge, fuck them and everything they stand for. You feel what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
Because the system is what's fucked up. It's not usually the people. You know what I'm saying? You fuck kids up in school. I'm not mad at the building. I'm mad at the curriculum. If the curriculum was different, this building would be dope.
The establishment.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take, too. I like that.
Look at these folks. You see how professional, see how nice this is? See how we damn near done?
Yeah.
And it only feel like we've been talking 5 minutes?
It do really only feel like it's been 5 minutes.
If they were shitty, nigga, the first 10 minutes we'd been in here like, oh, what else we got to talk about? Oh, this nigga want almond milk in his coffee. You get what I'm saying? So, like, all that stuff goes into it. I really don't know what to expect next. Like I said, Oda has me. I'm just a fan. I'm not a theorist. I ain't power scaling. I know nothing.
Let me ask you if you know this, though.
Shoot.
So, obviously, Kuma came to save Bonney like we all thought she would.
Yes.
But for him to go look for this instinct fragment first.
That's the gift.
You think that's the necklace?
That's a father's instinct, man.
I don't know anything about that.
What Dragon told us? If I tell you about my kid, you may as well kill me. You may as well kill me. That's
his 1 weak spot. His kid.
And didn't she just get the joint?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Kuma's gift to her for her birthday?
But why would it be a Mary Joie?
Huh?
None of this makes sense. You know
No. I might have been going after the thing that could hurt my kid. Where could I find Saint Saturn?
Oh, probably went there first. Peeped he wasn't there.
He ain't here?
Boom, I'm out.
I Akainu, thanks. Bro.
Good to see you.
And what happened to all that damage Akainu did?
Kuma's a Banff. What'd you think it was, man?
Nah, hell with all that, man. He took half his face off. Then we see Kuma this chapter with the face and the leg.
He's a cyborg, bro. Come on now.
Does it grow back?
He's a cyborg, bro. Come on now.
If that's the case, Whitebeard weaker than y'all like to talk about. That's the case. Yeah, he might be weaker than y'all like to talk about.
You talking smack about the strongest man in the world.
First of all, let me make sure I say this. Whitebeard got very lucky in Marineford, family.
God, we don't have time to talk about that.
Nigga, I'm out of here at 6:15. We got enough time. So all you people that love the Yonkos better than the Admirals, you are out of your mind.
You said Whitebeard got lucky?
Yeah, he got lucky. If Luffy never showed up with the people that he showed up with, Whitebeard would have died, Ace would have died, and he would have done a lot less. They would have died in the encircling walls. And y'all could lie to somebody else. If you go and you check the panels, you watch up to Marineford, right, D? You remember the fact? You don't gotta agree with me. We're just talking facts. F opinions. We talking facts. Nothing but on panel factuals. That's all we talking about. On panel.
You don't.
No, wait. On panel, no emotion is here.
Okay.
My emotion ain't in
facts. We talk facts only. We talk facts only.
Facts only.
Facts only. Go ahead.
They were walking on Kuzan's ice to make their way to the landfall, right?
Yeah.
When they said activate the encircling walls, Whitebeard couldn't break that shit. They were sitting ducks. When Akainu did the meteor attack, that was melting the ice under them, they were drowning. The ones that could swim tried to swim, but they were getting shot from the cannons from the encircling walls. If Jinbei doesn't take Luffy, throw him over, have him land in front of the admirals, and make enough time for Whitebeard to call his other ship to be let in and brought in by oars, they would have died there. Whitebeard and his entire crew, you take out Luffy, you take out everybody Luffy bought with him, they would have died. Ace would have died. They'd have never made it that close.
You don't think Whitebeard had anything for that?
He didn't.
You don't, not even.
He used his devil fruit. It's on panel, and it's in the anime. The nigga used his devil fruit, punched the shit, bent the wall. The wall went right back to normal, and they kept shooting this pirate.
Come on, man.
No, don't tell me nothing. Talk to Oda.
You don't think.
Talk to Shueisha. It's not about what I think. It's about what they showed. He was a dead man. The admirals were having their way with Whitebeard, bro. And y'all don't like to talk about that shit.
Not for the whole time.
The whole thing. The best attack that he even got off on the admiral was against the Kainu and the Kainu. And y'all be acting like, he heard a Kainu. Nigga, this was within seconds of each other. He hit a Kainu, rage hit him as hard as he fucking could, split the island. What a Kainu do? Spit up blood, look up this nigga, fuck you, Whitebeard.
We're not gonna act like a Kainu.
Wait. He sunk, he grabbed the goddamn ice that he grabbed the ground underground. He burrowed a hole through that shit and went right back to doing what he was doing like nothing happened.
I don't want to say like nothing happened.
He did.
His ribs were definitely broken.
How?
Punched him in the chest and cracked his ribs.
My nigga, when Akainu got back up, he wasn't doing this. This motherfucker wasn't holding himself. Meanwhile, every 15 minutes on page, it's like Whitebeard.
But he never went down though. He was on his feet the whole time.
That motherfucker went to his knee. Yeah, he went to his knee. He took a couple knees and got his face blown off. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
It was the suicide
when
mission for Whitebeard.
Kizaru shot through that motherfucker when he went to try to save Ace from being killed by a Kainu, and Kizaru one hand, bow. Hey, you need to pay attention, bro. And here's the other thing about Kizaru. He's not even trying. Kizaru don't even want to be there.
That's just his face.
Bro.
That's just his face, bro. He never looks like he's trying.
Kizaru don't even want to be there. Kizaru shooting this shit like, yo, hey, man, cut it out, bro. I'm tired. I'm trying to get off today. Y'all already been here for a couple hours.
Look,
yo, Sengoku, why we ain't killed this nigga yet?
Here's what I'm gonna say. Whitebeard knew it was a suicide mission going in.
So he was gonna die anyway.
He knew
for
that.
For all you Yonko fans.
But that's true. That's
he
fact.
was gonna die anyway.
That's fact. He knew
Not
that.
him, Whitebeard.
Whitebeard knew.
You lying ass.
Whitebeard was on dialysis. He had all these wires and everything hooked up to him.
Shit, it wasn't the dialysis that killed him. It was the Kainu.
Right, but he knew his mission was to
He was
save
gonna fail
Ace.
his mission. If
Look.
if Luffy don't bring Mr. 3, Garp knocked Marco back to hell when he tried to get up there. And again, how do they get past the encircling walls?
Well, I'll be real with you though. Luffy does help the Garp problem because considering how strong Garp is, he was mentally incapacitated for the fight. So that,
They
I agree
had
with you.
no chance. Garp was enough on his own to handle Whitebeard. Fucking Sengoku is overkill. The 3 admirals are overkill. The top 5 people that the Marines had there present are murking the upper echelon of the
Okay,
Whitebeard
all right.
pirates.
Murking
them.
Well, I don't know about Merc.
Murking.
I don't know about Merc.
Let's look up the squad.
I don't know.
Here's the squad right now. Whitebeard and his 16 division commanders. 16 division commanders who got their ass whooped by one Akainu on his own and they couldn't protect Luffy.
Whoa.
Wait. It happened. Don't be mad at me.
Whoa.
It happened. It was the 16 commanders plus Jinbei and Crocodile, nigga.
Yeah.
Akainu pissed on these people.
Yo, wait. That's okay. Rewind.
Pissed on them.
He wasn't smacking niggas around left and right.
What? They was on the ground with lava on them. He went through them, then he went through Ivankov, then he went through Jinbei, then Crocodile, quote unquote, stopped him. But here's what would be the fight right here. It would be Whitebeard, it would be Marco, Vista, Jozu, who by the way lost his arm trying to go against Aokiji, but you know, we ain't talking about that. Oh, there we go.
Here we go. Jozu,
So,
Thatch.
Thatch is dead.
Vista.
Jozu, Vista, Blamenko,
Rakuyo. I don't even know these guys.
Namaru, all that bullshit.
7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, yeah.
It would have been them versus Sengoku the Buddha,
Well, okay.
Garp the Fist,
Oh, all right.
Akainu the Red Dog, the Blue Pheasant Aokiji, and the fucking Yellow Monkey Kizaru. They were going to die.
All right, so here's all I'm gonna say is that Whitebeard's mission was to just rescue.
He
not trying
wasn't
beat
going
these
to
guys.
rescue Ace. Ace would have died if Luffy never did Conqueror's Haki to stop Ace dying on the execution platform. Ace would have died because Whitebeard couldn't do that.
Okay, but people also argue that Whitebeard could
It's
have
nothing you can argue.
Whitebeard could have done the same Conqueror's Hockey
He
knockout move.
couldn't. He couldn't. He tried.
Well, he tried.
The nigga said as he was walking up, you can even look up and see, he said, "You think I can't stop them?" Then went to falling sideways, bro.
Come on.
Then Luffy did Conqueror's Haki, and that's when Whitebeard decided to tell all his commanders, yo, save that kid. He just basically helped me out, so help him out.
That did happen. No,
I know it
that's
happened.
True. That's true. That's when
I know the story I'm reading.
Luffy diverted all their attention.
And
for
if
brief
Luffy
moments.
was not there, Ace would have died. Y'all gotta cut it out. I get it. You like the pirates more. I get that. That makes sense. It's a pirate story. But you're
man.
lying.
No,
Whitebeard was gonna get mopped up, bro.
He was
Mopped
gonna lose.
up.
And he had every intention.
Mopped
I
up.
don't know if he's gonna get mopped.
He got mopped up.
Look, the
what
way-
admirals do you know? He fought all 3 admirals. What of any admirals as much as lost a tooth permanently?
Bro, did he not stab Aokiji in the chest?
Did Aokiji look hurt?
Well, no, because he had to do
Did he
something
look
last
hurt?
minute. He had to do something last
Did
minute.
he look? No. You
Something
going
last
around?
minute.
This is a yes or no. Did Aokiji look hurt?
He looked uncomfortable.
Did he look hurt?
No, he looked uncomfortable.
No. Answer my question. See, this is what people like to do.
He looked uncomfortable.
No. I ain't asked about uncomfortable. Did he look hurt?
He didn't look hurt.
Yes or no?
No.
No, he didn't look hurt. Did Kizaru look hurt?
No, but he also looked
Okay.
sarcastic always.
No, right. But so none of them looked hurt, right? Not only do they not look hurt, if you think about it, right? From just the damage that they took versus the damage Whitebeard and his commanders took. None of the commanders got shot through their belly and through their chest like Marco did. None of the commanders got none of the admirals got a hole in their arm or half their face blown off or a hole in their stomach. And Akainu took a whole raid, an attack that split the island.
Yeah.
Akainu went on later to fight Kuzan damn near to the death.
Well, I mean, that's post-war.
But this is my point. If Whitebeard would have survived, he didn't need the new intestines. Oh, wait. He wouldn't have survived because he was going to die anyway.
There were a lot of X factors.
Half his face came off.
Blackbeard was coming anyway, wasn't he? So to your point, you're actually right. Whitebeard was dying regardless because he had a group of pirates.
No. Whitebeard was going to die because of the injuries he sustained before Blackbeard ever showed up. before Blackbeard ever showed up. Garp, when he got back up, Garp looked, because Whitebeard did that whole speech, it's time to end this. Garp was like, all right, my grandson out of here? Okay. It is time to end this. Come on, damn it, Whitebeard. We gonna end this shit. Come on, let's go. I'm ready to die. I'm ready for something to kill me. Let's go. Let's end it. Let's go out in a blaze of glory. That's when Garp got up and tapping this shit like, yep, he said it's time to end the era. I agree. Come on, let's do it.
If we learned anything, first of all, Sengoku
Whitebeard wasn't
Garp.
even going, even if they would have, if Blackbeard never showed up, the plan to destroy Marineford was going to fail.
But let me ask you something. Then, okay, I agree with that. I do.
Whitebeard was going to fail.
But then why the Marines look so pressed the whole time?
Because
they brought out all the warlords. They brought out.
Supposed to, bro. We are trying to show the world that we are the thing. We're trying to show people that they can be safe. That's what America does. We don't need to send all the forces we be sending to places. We do that to make sure people know that we are who we say we are. Even though we know we corrupt the shit. Even though we know we just walked past 88 homeless people and there's only one block between here and the train we got off.
It's actually a very good
So what we talking about?
It's actually a very good point.
What we talking about? It's all optics.
That's
Like,
I
for
can't even
example,
say
they
you're
got
wrong.
this camera right here. I ain't gonna tell you I don't care for the camera to be right here, because I don't necessarily need people seeing the gap straight up close like that, right? But this the angle we got. America and countries, they like to position the camera in places so they can only look a certain way. That's why Sengoku did what some other places do. And we don't gotta get specific, but you know what I'm talking about. When Sengoku said, cut the feed. And that's all I'm gonna say.
when they cut the broadcast,
That's all I'm gonna say. It's happening in real life right now. Y'all acting like it's not, but you know, whatever.
Hey, what I will say is One Piece, the One Piece world,
It's in its prime right now.
it's in its prime, but a lot of it is fake news. a lot of it. You know, don't get me wrong, Whitebeard lives up to the hype. I don't want to make it sound like he doesn't, but he was an old man. He wasn't
Garp's an old man.
He wasn't, hey, but my point being, well, Whitebeard was still the strongest man in the world.
No, he
period.
wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
What are you saying?
What I said?
Whitebeard is the
He was not. He was the strongest pirate when he was in his prime. But even in being the strongest, and here y'all, and I know y'all, that bullshit. Oh, well, Whitebeard didn't want to be at the top. Shut up, bitch. He couldn't be at the top.
if Gar- I don't want to take away from Garp. We
ain't just talking about Garp. I'm talking about Sengoku too. I'm talking about the three admirals.
What?
Whitebeard ain't fucking with them, man.
Then let me ask you a question.
Huh.
Why do you think then that Roger was needed right at the God Valley incident? We don't know why.
Why Roger was needed?
Why was his help needed on Garp's end?
Why did
When Rox was doing his thing, when Rox was living it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we've heard, we don't know why, but Roger had to help out Garp and the Marines for that brief
Roger
conflict.
was there first. Garp had to help him out.
Oh, is that what we think it is? That's not how the story got retold. If I got this right. Hey, they were saying Roger helped them out. That's what I thought it was.
No, that was never said ever.
That was never said ever?
Ever.
Are we sure?
Positive.
It'd be too much to look up right now.
Nigga, even when you look it up, Roger was at God Valley first.
Although we did see
Garp showed up.
Garp was on the beach, actually.
Later.
Garp was on the beach.
had his feet out with some women running around.
And then he
Garp
heard-
ain't know nothing about that.
then he heard
Roger
Roger.
going to Garp. God damn it, you should have led with that. All right, I'm gonna put my jacket on and go and get over there. So again, what do you mean?
Man.
I like the Pirates too, but y'all lying.
Hey,
Y'all
man.
lying. And y'all flip shit to fit your narrative. You're lying.
Hey, man.
Tired of y'all.
Strongest man in the world.
He's not. He's never the strongest man in the fucking world. Whitebeard explicitly used to say shit like, we run from the Navy because we don't feel like dealing with that shit.
Oh, you don't think Roger was as good as he was proclaimed to be either?
I think Roger was as good as he was proclaimed to be, and I think Whitebeard was as good as he proclaimed to be, but I think Whitebeard in a fight was going to lose if he went up against the government. If Garp and Sengoku both show up, what is Whitebeard in his prime going to do?
Well, Whitebeard in his
Who's
prime.
covering, because Whitebeard is only going to take on either Garp or Sengoku. He ain't taking on and beating both.
Okay, that's fair. I can't say he's gonna take. No, Sengoku's
You telling me young Marco about to fight Sengoku? Get out of here.
Now Rayleigh stopped.
You
him
talking
at one
about
feet.
young Vista going to fight Garp? Get out of here. What do you mean?
They never said the Whitebeard pirates are the strong. They said Whitebeard himself.
Therein lies my point. So even when I put him up against, first of all, when I put him up against Garp and I look at the shit Garp's doing as an 80-year-old versus what Whitebeard was able to do and hit most powerful man. Nigga, please. Galaxy Divide split an entire fucking island in half that was only able to be put back together because Avalo Pizarro's an island man.
You know what I will say too, to your point, is
I'll be
that
lying.
Whitebeard's known, if they say don't mess, remember there's a whole episode called it, Don't Mess with the Whitebeard Pirates, right? And I think he just had to live up to that. If you mess with one of the Whitebeard Pirates, he comes after you. I don't think he wanted to, because remember when they found out Odin got killed, they didn't want to go and they didn't want to go take on Kaido.
He didn't want Ace to go after Blackbeard.
He didn't want Ace to go after Blackbeard. He didn't want Ace to go after Kaido because he didn't want to do anything unnecessary. But when it came to the world
stage, he would have
stage,
beat Kaido. Sorry. From what I've seen from Kaido,
I don't know.
I don't think what y'all call him Pops. I don't think Pops is gonna be able to fight that long.
I don't know. Old Whitebeard versus Kaido is interesting.
Nigga, Whitebeard was having heart attacks within 5 minutes of fighting.
Old
Sorry.
Whitebeard versus Kaido is interesting.
No, it's not.
I
Kaido beating this man, bruh.
That's a harder conversation.
What are you gonna do? Earthquake Kaido?
Are we talking?
How?
Are we talking one-on-one? Are we talking Whitebeard Pirates?
Oh my God! If we talking crew versus crew, it's over. Definitely, it's over. It's definitely over.
I don't know if that's the case.
If it wasn't, bro, if it wasn't for Chopper clearing up the Oni virus, Queen would have killed most of the people down there. They don't have Chopper. Marco was there. Marco could only stall shit. There's nothing they would be able to do.
Marco only stalled because he was, of the people there, he was the strongest one. They needed his strength, not his medical brain. What are you talking about?
No. What I'm saying, again, he had no way of curing the virus. He only had a way of stopgapping the shit for a little while. The virus was still active.
When did Marco say he couldn't do it? He said that? I can't do this? No. He had to take on King and Queen. What are you talking about?
No. Marco said that all I can do is like staunch this for a second. Chopper, you better do whatever you were going to do. Chopper beat the virus.
Yes, he did. Certified.
Only Chopper beat the virus. Marco couldn't do that.
You don't think...
Yes, I don't think.
Oh, man, this is crazy. You don't think Marco could have handled that?
No, because he didn't handle it.
He was taking on two commanders.
Bro, my nigga, y'all like conflating shit.
Look, if Marco could have taken on two commanders and fixed the virus at the same time, he's the strongest man in the world, okay?
He couldn't fix the virus. Only Chopper could do that. Only Chopper.
I need more time to debate this with you. We got.
I'm down. Ain't nobody tell you. Look, man, we got to get in here at 4.
We needed more time.
I'm a professional. He a professional comedian, and to have me this late on a Saturday is crazy.
Criminal. It's criminal.
Don't ever do this to us again. Nigga, it's 6:15. I'm just getting started. Yo,
we gotta
how
wrap.
Dare y'all?
We got to wrap. Tell them where we can find you, man.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start booking 3 p.m. We're gonna need we're gonna need 3 p.m.
Boom. I'm telling you right here while we here. With that being said, we're gonna go into the new year, and I really want to thank each and every single one of you. I'm talking about Amir, I'm talking about D, I'm talking about Alex. Appreciate y'all for helping this side of things become this side of things. Alex, thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, man.
I appreciate having you, and some more success. You can find me at Neko White 93 on everything. That's at NEKO WHITE93. I have something decent happening in January that I'll tell you more about after it happens. But
let's go.
In the meantime, look out for my work. Neko White Dark Out, Neko White Marcellus, Neko White Introducing Me. That's the name of 2 specials and 1 album. Y'all look it up. Check me out on Netflix. And in the meantime, please stay safe. This is One Piece of Mind. Alex, where can they find you?
That's at Alex Quo on everything. ALEXQUOW. I got some things popping off as well, not just this podcast. Check it out. I got everything links in the bio. Shows coming up. People to make happy. It's going to be a good time. But I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been listening, tuning in as well. The podcast is growing and you're growing with us. And that's what it's all about. So thank you all again so much. For real.
And with that, I'm Neko White.
I'm Alex Quo.
And this is the One Piece of Mind podcast, and we out.
Peace.
See you next year.
We're going to pick this up where we left off now.